Plow! What's good, everybody? Good to see you. Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, regular Keith, just Keith. What little hair Keith has looks a hot mess. Whatever, dude. Good to see everybody. Man, hell of a month, wasn't it? Hell of a month. I gotta be honest, I did not know what November was gonna be like. And man, it was pretty darn memorable. I'll tell you what, I was pretty excited about the end result of November. I honestly expected the worst, and things turned out great, especially there at the end, right? It seemed like it was going to be a little rocky at first, but things got better. We've entered December. I can't tell you how excited I am for the next 2 months. Excited and stressed out all at the same time. It's an exciting time. Nonetheless, let's get into it. Crypto After Dark. If you have not done so, please go hit like. While you're at it, hit the notification bell and subscribe. Don't miss out, dude. I have many people who ask me constantly when the live streams are. Hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss it. And hit the like while you're at it. We already have 40 people on. Haven't even talked about a single chart yet. 22 likes. Let's get the likes up as much as we can. During the bull market, we're probably going to go well over our normal live stream count. You know what I mean? Typically, we don't put up crazy numbers on live streams, but I already realized what's going to happen. You know what I mean? If we're getting the numbers now that we did during the bull market, we're going to get crazy numbers when the bull market actually gets going. So long as things keep going, right? Obviously, I'm cutting way back on social media, so that may hamper it a bit, but I think that may be for the best, honestly. So, without further ado, let's get off into it, shall we? I got my glasses on before we get started. For my eyes start hurting because I got this bright ass. See, what y'all can't see on the other end is that bright ass light in my eyes. Plus, I'm looking at all these screens in here. I've got a massive list of coins that you all asked to look at. If you notice, I changed the light in the background to blue. Why did I do that? Well, it's a little more neutral than the green. It's not red. Right? I'm curious about what December's got to come for us. You know, looking at the charts, it looks like it's going to be all right, but I don't have the crystal ball, so one step at a time. I've got bundles bets pulled up on the screen. What is this? Well, bundles bets is a fairly new coin. This is V2 of the coin. The ticker is BUND, B-U-N-D. It's on Polygon Network. If you want to buy this, you have to use QuickSwap or use MetaMask. You need to swap from Matic to this. That's about the only pair with liquidity. So I went ahead and bought this based on the fact that I knew about it beforehand, but I didn't buy it. Obviously, I would have bought the absolute bottom if I had known that I needed to buy it then, right? I was trying my best to be careful. I was trying not to be the guy who bought in the middle of the summer. I was trying to time it perfectly. I can't time everything perfectly, obviously. So nonetheless, I went ahead and bought this. This is the first 3 or more X that I've hit without doing much work here of the market so far. And we haven't even really got going on the bull market yet. I'm going to have obviously multiple 7 to 10 X's or more on other ones, right? But this is the first one that happened to me without having to DCA. None of that happened. I didn't need to buy and then buy and then buy. No, didn't do that way. As you see on the screen, I have 3 buy lines here, okay? This is on Dexscreener, but you can use this chart on TradingView. I've got the Dexscreener pulled up on because the TradingView is more messy, all right? I've got a lot of other lines drawn on it, and it's just easier to see this one. So what you see right now is daily chart, the candles, the 50-day moving average, which is in yellow, and the Fibonacci retracement sequence, all right? Obviously, I drew a green trend line right here to show the trend line moving up and doing very well. You could or could not argue that maybe this wick is not real and that it should be a little tighter. Whatever, I'm cool with either argument. It doesn't matter to me. Nonetheless, it's all an uptrend, as you can clearly see, right? All this is trending up. It made a high and a low, and it ended up just being a high and a low and nothing else. No lowers, just straight up after that. As you see, one of very few that have broken all-time high already. Now, you're going to go back and say, well, that coin price was $90. Well, that was V1, not V2. New token, new tokenomics, clearly broke all-time high. Now we're heading for our Fibonacci retracement extensions. Here's the issue. This is in price discovery now. So many people ask me, well, what do you do when something's in price discovery? Well, the answer is ride the trend till it dies. This is clearly in an uptrend. And since it's clearly in an uptrend, and there's obviously more buyers than sellers, and there's obviously more buy volume than sell volume, there's nothing to do but sit back here and watch the chart go up, all right? I can sit on my hands at this point and be perfectly fine. The purple line that you see down here is my average buy price. As you see, my first buy was on November 19th. Second buy was on November 22nd. And I just bought yesterday more, $1,500 worth more. I swapped one token for another, all right? I swapped it to Stables, swapped it to Matic, and then sent Matic to MetaMask. And then I swapped it from Matic to BUND. All right, that's just how it works when you want to buy these low cap things that are on a Dex. Market cap for this one is listed at 5 million, but I've already talked to the person in charge, kind of told me no, it's actually a much lower market cap than that. I've had questions about liquidity. Well, there's only $80,000 worth of liquidity, right? Correct. Why is that? Well, this was done legit. No ICO, no whitelist, none of that. All the money that was put in through personal money. All right. There's no extra fancy stuff here going on where a bunch of people whitelisted and threw a bunch of money in on top of that. Now, things may have been much more wild if they were, but you didn't have any of that here. I do know that there's a possibility that new things are on the horizon here. And I think liquidity is going to get much higher very soon. How about that? So while in price discovery like this, I'm going to sit back and watch it run. I do believe we're going to hit $16 to $18 here at some point. Obviously, these purple boxes that I have up here are my Fibonacci extension retracement lines. $18, $26, $46. I do think those happen in time. At current price, it's 11. That's obviously at least a 4x, from here. All right, so you put in $100, you would have $400. Obviously, I have much more than that in there. I've even got 3 money bags drawn right here because this is a 3-bagger. 300% at least profits for me on this one. I'm good to go here. Like, I couldn't be happier. I did not expect this to do as well as it did, but it's doing great. People have asked me, is it too late to get in? Well, if the price is $11 and I think it's going to go to $45, does that seem like it's too late? I think $45 is the first level. The first level of, okay, that went a long way. We ain't nowhere near that yet. We've only recently broke all-time high. If we're breaking all-time high now, well, what happens moving forward into the bull market? Great question. I'll be watching very, very intently here, obviously. I've got a good amount of money tied up in this one. I kind of plan on dumping profits when I make money on this, or I make money on other things. What I want to do is, like, if I made, for instance, $200 on a trade for whatever coin, but I don't know. I've got Quant wrote down here, Quant. If I make $400 on Quant, I'd like to take, 10 to 15% of that and put it over here into this. Make sense? 10 to 15% of my profits, I'd like to move over into stuff like this. So that's my plan moving forward. That's my take on the bundles bets chart. BUND, B-U-N-D, on Polygon.net. That's how I feel about it. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. Now, let me go say hey to everybody. I wanted to talk about the thumbnail one first, and I've got a shit ton of tokens to talk about tonight. I'm going to try to do them in order as well. We'll see how that works out. Let me go say hey to everybody, because we always go say hey to... Holy shit. I see what you guys are doing already. Jesus Christ. Good news. I've got a special bottle tonight. MP, good to see you, brother. Says, could you look at those charts? ICP, Render, and AVAX. Already got them wrote down. He was first. He was first on all that. Very cool. Jay Show, what's up, brother? Good to see you. He deleted his message, but nonetheless. MM Josh, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Existence, hey, brother, how you doing? Educated Dummy, my man. Brad Williams, what's up, brother? Geek with a Gun, hey, actually awake for this one. Stay awake afterwards for the Zoom after for the subs, because that's a really good fun time. Paulo, what's up? A-Dub, Colo, Jeremy D, A. Graham, what's up? Cody Kinsel, what's up, my guy? Raging Beagle, what's up, brother? Juan Macedo, I haven't seen him in a minute. Good to see you, brother. MC, what's up? Ariana, how you doing, man? Bullish CEO, Good to see you. Jag, Lunatic Prophet. Good to see you, Jag. Drill, what's up, brother? Good to see you. What's up, JP? Good to see you. Educated Dummy. Jeremy Monroe again. What's up? JP hit us up for $1.50. I got you, bro. I got you. I got a special bottle. For anyone who doesn't know here, when donations come in, we drink. It's that simple. It's that simple. We pile up that money that gets donated and we send it off to do good stuff for charity. All right. You told me to jump in. I did it and went up 50% the next day. That's when I became a cutter. You stupid dude. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. If my buttons were working over here, I'd give it a laugh. Let me see if it'll work. No, it won't work. I got to reset that. I got to reset my sound machine. It does that sometimes. Just stops working. Juan Pablo, good to see you. Educated Dummy. Share the wins. All donations go to charity. Right. All right, look. New bottle tonight. Been saving this one for about a year. All right. I got this a while back. Been saving it for the end of the year because I knew we were coming up on a bullish yearly turnover here. When we get to this new year, we're going to have a halvening coming up very quickly. So we got a special bottle. Colonel E.H. Taylor Small Batch Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Colonel E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Still got the wrapper on it. Haven't opened it up. But by gosh, it's time. Shall we? All right. That's a good cork pop. And we shall. I got the glass out tonight. Ooh, it's got a nice golden brown smell. In case you guys have never been on here before, we drink bourbon and whiskey. We don't ask. We just do it. Let's have an evaluation of what we got here, okay? All right, Jeremy Monroe, fellow whiskey connoisseur. I got good nose to it. Not very much fruit flavor, a lot of oak. Smells strong. Let's have a drink. Okay. That's got very, very little fruit flavor. A lot of oak to it. Nice char. Good body. It's not very stout. It's nice and smooth. It's a good sipping whiskey. Ooh, that's a good sipping whiskey. Let me have another. Ooh, you know what? It's better sipping. It's better sipping. And I don't have my cold balls in here. Usually I have cold balls. I don't have them in here. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. When Mullet, what's up? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Jeremy Cousin? Educated Dummy again, A Graham. What's up, Farood? A Patrick, what's up? Tex, Logan, CL, U-Boat, Dab. I know, right, bro? It's a bottle I've been saving, homie. Brad Williams, Jesus Christ, $10. All right. It's another drink. Look, I got to drive tomorrow too. Okay, so. That's good. That's 3 drinks already. You guys are going to kill me. Juan Macedo, Jesus, dude. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Gosh, man, I'm going to be in trouble tomorrow. All right, gotta stop. Gotta stop. Yes, a little bit of spice, almost no caramel, a tiny amount of vanilla. Maybe a tiny amount. Good char, mostly oak. Sipping smooth. Let's move on. Here's the bundles bets chart on TradingView I was talking about. It's very messy. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. And then I want to move on to all this massive charts we got to look at. All right, let's get it going. I'm not going to take another drink till we move on forward here because I'm going to be ruined if I don't. Bitcoin. I want to start with the CME chart here. All right, I've talked a little bit about this, but the line you see here is the 618 fib. All right, currently that 618 fib sits at about 38,500. Look at our price, 38,600. We are right there at it. All right. As it presses up against this line, which is resistance, this creates a hard pass where it has a really hard time getting through this. Imagine throwing a baseball at a brick wall. If you throw it 1,000 times in the same spot, you may eventually break through that brick. It may take a while to do so. The bigger the ball you have with the more force behind it, well, the easier it is to get through that brick wall. Same thing's happening right here now. Obviously, we started way back here and we've made a nice journey moving up. And as you see, this is a big time frame fib here, and this goes all the way back to the beginning of the bear market to the end of the next bull market, which is out toward the end of 2025. All right, that's how I got this Fibonacci set. That's how I can see that it broke through here on the midline, and how I can see where my future bottom line base level price is, which I think is roughly 32,000. And that's worst case Ontario. Okay. I don't think it goes that low at the moment. I got to see some structure breaks here before I think it'll actually fall that far. And what do I mean by structure breaks? Well, so far, all we've got is a bit of a parabolic trend line right here. Okay. And depending on how you want to draw that, it doesn't matter. That's clear that that's still trending up and not wanting to fail. Now, I will hear the argument for a bearish divergence here because we have failing RSI strength. We have failing MACD strength, and the price is still going up. So I would think somewhere in here, there's got to be a retrace. I just, realistically speaking, chart-wise, not being hateful, I'm being optimistic. I want this to go up. But there's got to be some retraces in here, okay? There has to be. If there's no retraces, then we never build up any more buyers. We need to retrace, let people get off the elevator, take a break, then get back on the elevator, and we can try going up to the next floor. All right. But until we get there, it's a little bit of a hit and miss, and it gives me spooks here when we sit here and can't break through this 618 line like this. All right. That 618 line is also the golden pocket. And that golden pocket ain't gonna fall easy. All right. It just ain't. It ain't gonna fall easy. That's all there is to it. All right. So I've been keeping my eyes on this very tightly. I've already got all the Bitcoin I'm going to buy, less any side money I make in the real world. So I did make $40 extra the other day. So that $40 went straight to Bitcoin, right? That's how I do it. Just a couple extra bucks here and there on the side. Any money I make from that, I'm going to use that to go on vacations with the family, right? That's my plan. We'll see how that goes. I got a big vacation plan for next summer. Who knows what will happen? I don't have a crystal ball. We may all fall down a cliff tomorrow and not make it, right? So we'll see. All right, now let's go on to regular Bitcoin here. Regular Bitcoin chart looks pretty much the same as CME, only that 618 line is a touch higher. And I've got a Gann grid drawn here. Same situation. We recently crossed the 50 fib on the Gann on the Fibonacci time zones, which are similar to regular Fibonacci retracement up and down. These go left and right. All right. We just crossed that 50 fib, and the next one isn't until all the way over there near halving. All right. Roughly near halving. Same situation though, a hard floor around 32,005, which happens to be back to the old resistance line, 32,005, 32,000, somewhere around in there. If things fail, that's where I would see it going. All right. Not until then, one step at a time. Okay. Also note, one thing I don't often talk about is liquidation levels. I didn't see how high liquidation levels were until just before the stream. There's $2 billion worth of liquidations, just over 40,000 here on Bitcoin. $2 billion stands to be liquidated on shorts if we get up there near that level. Mathematically speaking, that's probably going to happen. And it may happen sooner rather than later. Get in there, nuke them shorts, and then retrace. And if that happens, I'm okay with that. Why? Well, that essentially means all my spot buys are just great, and I don't even need to think about them. I can honestly sit back and watch them go through the whole bull market and not have to buy or do anything. I could just sit on them. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Just the thought process, all right? So, oh boy, I've got a lot of charts to look at. Let's get going. First one is CAT USD. Which is Carrot DAO. This is going to be an easy no for me. No, thank you. Backs. I'm going to try to get through a bunch of these in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll take a break, all right? And then I'll get to the comments over here, I promise, all right? Sorry. This is Backs, B-A-B-B. This has been brought up a lot on the live stream before. Let's pull up some basic stuff here. How about the 821 EMA and the 200 moving average? Well, we're getting over the 8 EMA now. We threw this big monster wick. I'm not sure I believe that. But we appear to be forming some support here and trying to get back over the 8. This looks optimistic, in my opinion, to run back to this 200 moving average, which is at 0002. I think that'll get there. Pepe, we haven't talked about this in a long time. And we shall. All right. She made a nice little run up, and now it's kind of consolidating over again. Honestly, it looks a lot like Dogecoin did back in the day when it sat and consolidated for a while. You don't have an 821 cross just yet. And obviously, we're stuck under the 200 moving average. They're all three right there, balled up together very tightly. So this one's going to be a no for me for the time being. Let's jump over to some of these other ones. Oh, God dang it. Oh, fuck, I'm not going to be able to make it, dude. I'm going to be ruined. I see you guys over here talking and shit. By the way, 90 people on here, 43 likes. Go hit like. I'm about to blast through a bunch of charts. Please go hit like. Do the fam a favor. VRA, bunch of lines on this chart. Don't freak out. Red lines are my take profit lines. Green lines are my buy lines. Purple lines are my average buy-in price. I'm great on this one, as you see. So, consolidating sideways, building a nice bull flag on support. I'm cool with this, all right? I want to see it crack north and get back over here and make a new higher high. Hasn't done that yet. Has a decent look on the 821 EMA. It is over every moving average. It's over the cloud. It's over everything you want it to be over. Less breaking trend and continue going north, all right? I want to see it make another higher high. I do have this blue box up here because I think it gets up there at some point. Obviously, I have these blue boxes written down. I'm in this for a very good amount. I think it does well. Tailcoin. I'm in this one. I've already got my initial money out of tail. And now everything in here, as you see, first remove original amount, got it out. So everything here forward is cash money. It's house money. I'm good. If it's gone, it's gone. But none of the worries. I think it's going to do all right. We made this very aggressive run up. And I actually bought this one a little late. But still it did pretty well. I brought the 200 moving average break, which was right here. Now it's up here near this resistance level. Hasn't quite cracked through yet. Once it breaks this resistance level, there's nothing to stop it until it gets all the way up here at 006, which is a 200% gain from where we are now. In my opinion, the risk reward is great for that because on the downside, we're only about 30% down, 200% up. That's good risk reward in my opinion. That's why I stayed in this position. That's why I think shortly it'll do better. KLV. KLV USD. All right, clever. All right, so over the 821 EMA, you're over every other moving average. I know that because it's way over that 200. Let's pull a little short fib on this and see where she sits. Oh, yeah, this one's going to be good to go. This one's going to be good to go. I like it to go to at least 0006 here, 0065 in the short term in the next little while. If not in the short term, by sometime in January, for sure. KLV has good gains back to the overall 786. I was looking at this one earlier. That's about a 10 to 12x back to 786 from here overall. Not bad gains. I'm in other ones that are similar. That's why I didn't buy this one. All right, because there's tons of options. Silo. Well, this one's been a mover lately. I've heard this one in the Discord many times over the last couple of days. Whew. Look at that thing shoot. Man, jumped over the 821 EMA back here and never stopped. Cracked the 200 and she is off to the races, y'all. Goodness gracious. Nothing to do on this one except ride it until it dies. It's hitting resistance now right through here. I see some resistance at 003 flat. No, 003, 004 resistance. So it's got to push through that level and it may chop sideways a little bit here once it tries again. It's already used up a lot of juice. Look at this RSI, triple overbought. Typically that's a sign it's going to retrace. But it's running hot and I hate to tell anyone to jump off the train while it's running hot. Velo. Oh man, this damn thing. Do we really got to talk about Velo? All right. Velo USDT. There it is. All right. My average buy line is right there in green. As you see, I haven't made any money on this one yet. It's just floating back and forth, but it's sitting on all the moving averages. I don't have them up here right now, but the 50, 100, and 200 are all in the same spot right here, fiddle farting around. As long as it sits on support, I'm cool with it. I'm not going to back out and freak out. I'm going to leave it be. If it fails any of this support, I'm going to have to reduce my position. But Hasn't done that yet. This sucks, but I got to wait it out. So real quick, let's look at the weekly Bollinger Bands. First of all, these daily Bollinger Bands are getting very tight. Let's look at the weekly. Look at those weekly Bollinger Bands. These are some of the tightest Bollinger Bands in all of crypto. So keep your eyes open. I do think this one goes up north eventually. That's why I bought as much as I did when I did. All right. Tight Bollinger Bands on support. I don't need to overthink it. I just need to stop looking, honestly. So it's fighting for another buy signal on the daily right now. As long as it's sitting on support, I think that's a buy. And it's sitting on a lot of support. AMO. I like the way that sounds, though. AMO. Amino. Not very much chart here. So I'm going to drop down to 4 hour. It is trending up on the 4 hour. Yeah, you know what? Let's be careful here because this one just failed the 821 EMA. But I can't deny that that's still above trend. Let's watch for a retouch over here on this trend line or a break back over this 821 EMA. But as the way it sits right now, even on a 4 hour, it's a no. I don't have very much chart. That's why I'm saying that. GameFi. All right. Absolute ripper right here, GameFi. Broke the 821 EMA, cracked through the 200, and then slowed down on the backside of the 200 moving average there. Absolutely crushing it. Absolute unit of a price movement here. And it's got a long way to go. If we're talking about the game sector in general, it's got a lot of hype recently. And these fibs end out at the same time the other ones do, roughly around halving, which tells me we may get a retrace around halving. So right now, it's starting to cross downward on the 821 EMA. I don't like that. As you see right there, starting to roll over right there. I think it may come back and touch 4.6 something and then go up from there. But as long as it's trending up, it is technically still trending up. I hate to tell you to run away. Anything over the 200 moving average, I'll look for a buying opportunity here. Trias. All right. KuCoin. All right. This one recently went down and hit the 200 moving average just beautifully and then bounced off with great aggression. Great aggression. I love it. Now it needs to crack through this trend line that it has not quite broken through just yet. It's close, but it hasn't broken through it just yet. It needs a little bit more time, in my opinion. It's getting close, but it's not quite there yet. I like the 821 EMA cross. I like this over the 200. It's right on the edge of being great. Let's see what happens. I don't hate it if you wanted to buy it now and leave it alone for a while. I think it'll do great. That's 30 minutes and a lot of charts already. Let me get a drink of water and see these comments, and I can already see what it's going to look like. It's fixing to be brutal. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Chadma, I'm late. Let's start this bitch. Chadma, that's for you. Hooray, Canada. Good sipper. Good sipper. The roads are mainly straight. It's fine. That's pretty good. Oh my God, it hit me again. A-Dub, can you please explain shorts on Bitcoin that were discussed earlier? Yeah, give me a second, all right? Oh, God dang it, Chadma got me again. How many X's can Pepe realistically see? Same with VRA. Not as many as you would think because of the high market cap for Pepe. Now, VRA does not have that market cap, so I would expect more X's from VRA based on the fact that it's easier for it to multiply with less money in it. Let's see. Oh, shit. All right, Chad, that's yours, and then I got to get some more in the cup for existence here. All right, here we go. God bless America. Whoo. America. Fuck yeah. Coming to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Existence says, big ups to Keith in 786. Been in this group since January 22, and this November has been my most successful, consistent trading month. 28 of 31 trades in the green. 90% in the green. Let me read all this one more again as I drink some bourbon. By the way, Colonel E.H. Taylor, small batch. All right. Existence says, big ups to Keith and 786. Been in the groom since January 22. That was top of the bear market. And this November has been my most successful, consistent trading month ever. 28 of 31 trades, 90% in the profit. Made 40% of my portfolio just this month. Super pumped for the full bull. Thank you. No, sir. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of y'all that are in here. That's why we do this. I'm also up about 97% on my targets here. I think 2 are in the red out of all of the ones that I'm in. And that's, you guys know how many I'm in. It's a fucking lot. So I'm 2 are in red. I'm not going to be mad about that. It's what it is. And I realize that in a couple months, it's all going to be a joke about how whether these things are in red or not. Everything's going to go up. It's just going to be on us to find the best ones to be in and the ones to get in and out of at the right time. Okay? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you constantly showing up. You guys are kick-ass. Thank you. So, can we take a look at Gene? Jesus Christ. All right, first, let me get this drink for existence because I'm going to have a horrible Zoom after this. Oh, my God. Yeah, man, I'm going to be in trouble. All right. Juan Macedo. What's up, Terry Brennan? Good to see you. Lunatic Prophet. Juan Macedo also hit me up for $5. What's up, Miss Phoebe? How you doing, Queen? Good to see you. Love Miss Phoebe. Thank you for being here. By the way, for y'all who don't know, Miss Phoebe helped put us over the top here, all right? Had she not been cool enough to retweet some stuff that I said way back in 2020 or something like that, we'd never be here. Simple as that. No one would watch. We wouldn't have the people that we have. I remember all you guys and gals. I remember. I don't forget, all right? I plan on remembering every single one of you who helped me get here. I'm nothing without the people who helped me. It's as simple as that. Thank you. Juan Macedo. Miss Beverly's going to get a lot of money sent to her. Right here soon. Let me get a drink of water and hydrate a little bit. All right. What's up, Logan? So let's crack it off a little bit more. Flow. I'm in flow, building a bull flag over the 200 moving average, sitting on top of the wait a minute zone right now, but about to break loose. I'm good with this one. I'm going to leave it sitting B. 236 fib is way up there at $1 even, which is another 35% up. I'm not worried about this one at all. I think it goes up much higher. ICP. Cracking loose right here, about to break north. Once it breaks north, I'm going to feel great about this. It is hitting some resistance. It's got to get through that. Once it gets through that resistance, there's nothing really to stop it. Go all the way up here to $7, which is another 60% up. You can see all of my buy lines. Okay. There's no sense in me shilling this. I've already bought it. I'm not going to buy anymore. You can do what you want. I told everyone I was going to buy a bunch of this ICP months ago, didn't I? Made a video on it and told you I would do it. Everything's clear and free to go here for me. I'm leaving it be. Leaving it be. Someone said, look for render. Render is here. So I'm a one bagger on render right here. I've already taken my money out, which is actually technically a 2-bagger for me. The pink lines represent a 100x, a 100% gain. Technically, I've had 2 of those because I took profits down here and got all my money back up front. And this is the second time, okay? So we are butting up against 786. I think that may be a temporary stopping point because I do expect render to break all-time high. It's not even that far away, okay? Render's all-time high is up here at $8. I think it'll get there and go. All right, so take a little bit of time. It won't go all at once, but I do think it will get there. Structure still holding good here. Still on top of support. Still trying to break north and create a higher high. Hitting 786 would actually do that and give it a chance to make another higher low. It's cool. I'm here for render. Let it ride. And render is one of those that I may end up adding some on to as a profit dumper. All right, I can take money and send it to render when I make profits. Make sense? Like I said, I was going to do with bundle. I was going to take my money and send it over there. Every once in a while I want to get profits, kind of like a hedge fund, okay? AVAX, similar story here. Breaking north. It made a bull flag here. Now it's cracked north. Next line of importance here's around $25.50. There's my buy lines. I don't want to hear it. I told you I was going to buy it, and I bought it. Simple as that. Kick ass, take names. I actually did that right here with this. $360 was Neo profits. I sold Neo for profits, and I moved it over into AVAX, and then look what happened. Okay. Told you I was going to do this, and it's worked out so far really well. Filecoin. Filecoin. I got it right over here. I don't know. I could just type it in, but it's too late. I've already committed to looking. All right. So this one's actually got an 821 downward cross, and it looks like it's heading back to the 200 moving average here. Let's throw in the 50 just to have a glance at it, shall we? It'll hit the 50 moving average first, about $4.15. That's if it doesn't break north from here. Worst case, Ontario, $3.95, which would be the 200 moving average. Nonetheless, that's all support and well over any buy line that I've got except the last one. These other two down here are well in the profits. And again, I don't need to worry about this one. I can kind of leave it alone. CRV. All right. So she's still pinned under the 200 moving average, but trend is still holding strong, and it's about to crack through that 821 EMA again. Now, we'll need help from Bitcoin to get moving. This is just an altcoin like the other ones. It's not alt season until next season. It's not season yet. Okay. It really needs to have a halving and then Bitcoin make a move. Then alt season comes in. I don't know why it took so long for everyone to understand that's how it works, even though we say it all the time, but give it some time. I do think CRV will break this 200 moving average. Very few of these are left that haven't broken. And for that reason, I feel like this is a good opportunity to find places for CRV to buy. Not financial advice. Do your own thing. I'll be adding some more CRV if I can. As you see here, it's one of the few that hasn't gotten over the 200. So that makes it a good candidate, in my opinion, to add some to. FTM. We're clicking through these at a pretty good pace now, but I still got 40 to go. Jeez. FTM. Verify bull flag here, same thing, which is a bullish consolidation after a run up. Bull flag, very good. Let's see it get to this 33 cents here. If it can break 33 cents, there's nothing to stop it all the way back up to 50 cents. One step at a time. That's that same amount of percent as some other ones I've said earlier, about 60% up. Many of these charts look the same. Someone asked me about the short on Bitcoin and what it would take to break that. Well, essentially when a bunch of shorts pile up, the way they do that is they find places on the chart where there's support and resistance, and they put their stop losses just behind that. So if I were going to short this, if I were going to short Bitcoin from now, I would need to put a stop loss in here somewhere. Well, I would look over here and see there's a lot of resistance right through here. So I would put my stop loss just above the resistance. That way, in case it kicked me out, it would be breaking trend and going much, much higher anyway, because it's trying to break resistance. Well, what happens is, a lot of times, these guys don't set stop losses. They go apes with it. They just keep throwing money at it over and over again until they get liquidated because it's worth the risk to them to be idiots. All right. Problem is, those tend to pile up in the same spot because that's the way charts work. Well, that's just above here at roughly 40 to 41,000, where all those shorts are going to get roasted. That's why it makes me think it happens. There's also a lot of liquidations down here below all this at like 25,000. Could happen. Not saying it won't. It's possible. It's also possible they just get absolutely roasted and it keeps going up. So that's more about the short liquidations. XDB. Never heard of this one. Digital Bits. Yes, I have. All right. Digital Bits. This was a horrible looking chart, but it's trying its best to break loose now. Look at that. Grab that trend line. Trying its best to get loose. Hasn't quite got over the hump just yet, but it's working on it. Once it breaks this little high right here at roughly 0007, it's at 0006 right now, then it may not stop for a while. May not stop. There's not a whole lot of resistance here, and this thing is so far down. It absolutely got hammered by sell pressure. So if we pull a fib on this, which is November 21, if we go to this March high, it's probably more realistic here. The next stopping point is 001. That's almost 100% up to the 236 fib. Would it be ridiculous to throw a little bit at this and think about it and see if it goes up? No, I don't think it would. If it's something that you want to take a small chance on with a little bit of a flyer money, I think that's might not be a bad idea. Coin, Koin. All right, she's already cracked loose through resistance here. Free to run. It may come back down here and check support at 89 cents or to $1 roughly, but I don't think it's got much more stop in it after that. That's on top of support, and it'll probably keep running from then on. ROKO, ROKO-USD. This is on Uniswap. This is a big old no on this one. LEOX. This one looks much better. LEOX. Bit of a bull flag it's making right now after a hard run up. It may retrace just a little bit right here, but damn, this thing's already done a lot. So keep an eye on this one. This is a maybe for me. Theta. I actually shared this right before the live stream started on Twitter. So this one actually hit a one bagger for me, but then it failed. So it's actually rolled back a little bit back from my one bagger. I got this at the absolute dirt bottom. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm good to not even look at this for the rest of the bull market. In fact, it's one of the few things that I even have on Bitrue. So I'm going to just leave it alone and let this exponentially grow on Bitrue to see how much I can grow that Bitrue account from just this. All right. Bit of a bull flag, trying to get through resistance here. I may get hung up a little bit, but right now it looks all right. Oh my God, y'all guys are still going. Jesus, dude. Why did I say to 10 more bucks? Here we go. Still good. Guys are going to make Keith drink so much. Oh my God, Chad. Oh, God dang it. Oh my God, I'm going to be ruined. Sir Sigma, what's up, brother? Lil Kevin, what's up? Cycling Cotton, good to see you, Josh. Terry, good to see you. All right, Casper. I actually didn't get to talk to those guys on Tuesday because I had some stuff going on here at the house, but I'm glad I'm getting to talk to you now. And I will after this stream too. Here's all my buy lines on Casper. I actually sold a little bit of this because it looked a little dicey to me and ended up moving the money into something else that actually went up. So no harm, no foul. But it's thrown some really nice candles here. Kind of stuck in consolidation. It's so far down. I think this may go sideways a little bit more, which is okay. It's just underperforming compared to most. So I'm going to do a maybe on this one. Ripple coin people want to talk about. I actually sold this. Why did I sell it? Well, I wanted to go buy something else, and I actually bought a different coin with it, Lava. But this is still sitting on the 60-cent support here. I missed the sale by such a little small amount. It really ticked me off. I thought I had this thing sold perfect. But 75 cents is a hard barrier. It ain't going to break easy. When it does break, it'll be gone with the wind. Just not yet. Technically still not a buy, but unless you're buying support, which is you taking a bit of a chance here, but I'm going to give it a check mark based on that. Matic. I got to get through some of these faster. Got to move faster, Keith. Similar story, sitting on support, trying to break back north. A little bit of a break of structure right here after failing. I like that. It'll probably come back up here to at least 85 cents, and we'll reevaluate it after it does that. The graph. GRT. I've already taken my initial out of this and moved this over to the don't even look at it anymore pile. It hasn't broken the overall trend just yet, gotten close, but it is over that 236 fib right there at about 13 cents. As long as it holds that level, the next step for it to do is break through this overall downward trend line right here. Once it does that, nothing to stop it to 23 cents in time. Beam. This has been a runner lately. I've seen a lot of people share this one. Oh yeah, there you go. See? All right, it's an odd little chart, a lot of chop to it, but consolidating on top of support, I do think 10 cents is in the works here. It just needs a little bit more time. A lot of these charts look bullish, as you see, and I think any down is just short-term down with a lot of upside. Realistically speaking, I think a lot of them look like that. Lava, here we go. This is what I actually bought with my XRP sale. So, this still hasn't broken this downtrend line right here that I have drawn, but last hour was the first time it's ever broken the 50-day moving average and closed above it. That's the first time ever that's closed above the 50 moving average. It's 4 hour, not daily, 4 hour, 50 MA. Now it's sitting back on top of it again. Is it going to hold it? Well, we'll see. It's very volatile and the market cap's pretty low. That's why I went ahead and got in on this one. I think I'll leave this one alone for a while and see what happens. If it gets really ugly and breaks support down here, well, I may bail on it. But honestly, I'm a buyer down here, not a seller. Hold on. Just being realistic, I need some water. Hold on. Oh my God, Levi. Jesus Christ. $5, thank you. Oh man, it's going to be a rowdy Zoom after this. Might just let Alvin talk the whole time. What exchange has VRA, ICP, VLO, and some of these others? That would be MEXC. You do not need KYC for MEXC. All you need is a VPN. I usually VPN over to Sweden. But I am KYC'd on MEXC and other ones now. You can do that if you get a Palau ID, which is also in a thread inside the unlimited chat. All right. All right. So, thank you, Levi. That's the first ever donation, by the way. Thank you, sir. A0. All right. So this one's failed a little bit compared to most. She slipped back up under that golden pocket line right there. It may be heading back to the 50 fib, which is about $1.19 here, but that wouldn't be bearish in my opinion. That would just be making a higher low. That bearish formation wouldn't exist. It would simply come back down here and catch a higher low and then potentially run back up here and make a higher high to Sniper's Alley in time. This one is coming back. I had somebody online talking crap about me to this one, so it's down about 25% since they were doing that. So congratulations, you just made an enemy for me for no reason. I'll give it a little bit of time, though. I think A0 will turn a corner. Got a bright future. Gene. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's stuff. I'm sorry. I can already realize it. Gene, on a rip, Golden Cross incoming. It may consolidate a little bit, but I think it's all buys from here. Change. Same story for change, consolidation, Golden Cross. I think you're good to go here. It's all up. Obviously, that's a big uptrend. Let her rip, tater chip. IXS. This is a shitter, isn't it? Yep. IXS, absolute ripping machine. It's going to have to retrace at some point. That is straight up in the air. But it's making a bull flag right now. Give a little bit of time and let's see if it bull flags out, goes up, or if it wants to break back down to this 50, one way or the other. KWENTA Quinta. Never heard of her. It's on MEXC. Oh, look at that. Broken 200, sitting on top, Golden Cross incoming. Give it a little time. This one's going to go. It's also got a short chart. There's not very much data here. Look at that. I like this, actually. I'm going to be dead straight with you. This is a nice look. Not bad. Cow? I don't even know if this is real or not. This may be somebody playing a joke on me. Nope, it's real. Holy shit. It's a no, though. No, thank you. That may not be the real one. I'm sorry. It's not. I apologize. Never heard of this one either. Nope, not going to do this one because I'm not sure. MV, I've already looked. It was a no. Ocean. All right, Ocean Protocol. So, this is not the full chart. Let's find the full chart. KuCoin. There we go. There's all the data. So, she is on a rip here. Same thing ends in about May on these fibs. She's broken 618 into resistance here, but it is trying to push through. So 52 cents, 56 cents, and 60 cents with my next targets for Ocean. I think she's good to go, honestly. It came down and gathered some more buyers and made a move up. All right, this is High Puff. It's an NFT marketplace deal, and my trading view is starting to quit on me, but there we go. I like the consolidation here at the bottom. The thing is, this may be dead. I was talking to Miss Phoebe about this one. Let's be careful and watch closely. And I hate to miss this and this thing shoot up. So I wouldn't put any crazy money in this. I would just put profits. And I believe that's probably what she did. Credit. All right. Nice rip all the way up to the 382 fib. Bounced off of it perfectly. Hit my target box. Rolled back. It's actually rolled back to where I took profits the first time. So I could re-enter here and have all my original money back in. Not a terrible idea. Maybe I do that. I have some money around Mix, if I'm not mistaken, too. I have to look. But even though it's short-term down, I think it's just a break, a breather, and then it moves back up again like you've seen Render and some other ones do. TradingView struggling. It's not liking me using all this data. Doge, running out of time here. Got 8 minutes. Let's push through. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whatever I didn't get to on here, y'all, I'm sorry, and we will get to it afterwards on the stream, on the Zoom, unless I get super too hard drunk. No promises. Doge still moving up here. If it can break the old high at 8 cents, then 10 cents is in the bag. We are one tweet away from craziness happening with Doge at all times. Good news is I've already bought, so I don't want to hear any excuses. SPA, Spirax, this is on Coinbase and a bunch of others. I'm actually intrigued by this and potentially want to buy some because it's on a lot of exchanges. Broken 50, broken 200, Golden Cross coming in. It's on the way moving up now. It's actually a pretty good looking chart. All right. Sector. This is over on Arbitrum. All right. There's my actual buys, average price, and where I bought with some profits earlier at 130. So she's got an 821 cross. It looks like it's trying to break north through this bull flag. It's flagging out right now pretty well. This has only got a $3 million market cap. So honestly, I think Sector could do really well once it gets moving because it doesn't take much to move these charts a lot. All right, it's got good liquidity as well. I'm in it. I'm going to leave it be. Quant. Almost done. I'm getting tired. I can feel myself getting tired. Whew. All right, so here's Quant. I got a Golden Cross coming. It's trying its best to get back over this Golden Cross, which is also this 236 fib at the same time. I think it will. I think the future's bright for Quant. This needs a little bit of time, and I think it's going to run back over here to this trend line. It hasn't gotten there yet, but I like the way this chart looks, honestly. Juan, Jesus Christ, dude. Here we go. That's it. I can't do anymore. Wow. Ooh. You guys are horrible. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, Brad. I think Existence was actually working on getting Velo sent over to a ledger, but he's having a hard time with it, so I'm not sure on that one. All right. Let's see. Man, I'm having a... I'll be straight with you guys. I'm starting to buzz out a little bit right here. So I'm having a hard time concentrating. Hold, which is on Uniswap. Everybody hold is what it's called. $3.8 million market cap, $200,000 in liquidity. Not bad. It's consolidating sideways at the moment. It's kind of range bound until it breaks range here, which will be right through here. Once I see it crack range and break out one way or the other, we can make a decision. Until then, sideways she goes. Send. I think this is also in Uniswap. It is. Looked at this one earlier. Bit of consolidation. Not much here in the way of too much for me, other than I like the higher low that's making right now. Temporary uptrend, but I really need to see it break out and get up to 0001 flat. For me right now, that one's a no. I think gelato is what they were asking for. High market cap on this one. And honestly, it doesn't look terrible. It's trying to break north here, higher lows everywhere. I don't hate it. I'm just unsure on it, okay? But it technically right now looks all right. Archie. I'll pound through some of these. Heartburn. And that's y'all's fault. This one's in a big downtrend still. It's less than $1 million market cap. So let's keep our eyes on this one. This one, Arbitrum. Let me circle this. This has a $576,000 of liquidity, $823,000 market cap. Let's see. Just a governance token or something. I don't know. It's up right now, but it's had a really rough bear market and hasn't done much yet. So let's be careful if you're going to buy this. Again, these are very low market cap coins. And if that's the case, you never go crazy on them, all right? Be careful. HMX. I'm in this one. There we go. I'm actually in the red a little bit. This is one of the very, very few that I'm in the red on, but it's only like $25 or $20. So whatever. So you got an 8 EMA cross, but you're still under the 50 and the 21. It's trying to, it looks like it might actually have broken structure. See that? Right there. Looks like it may have broken structure. And once it gets over these moving averages, she should be free to run. Just hasn't done it yet. Z trade. Trade absolutely on a rip. She's all the way up here near take profit lines at 1414 and 1618. Gosh, I can't say anything bad about this one, except it will probably slow down at some point. Props. That's not it. Probase. Yeah, this one looks wild. It's all up right now, so I can't really say much about it except leave it be. It's all doing okay at the moment. Zephyr. Maybe. Maybe. She's upset. I think, there we go. TradingViews just about had it with me tonight. All right. So, big uptrend right here on Zeph. Don't like this short-term downtrend. It's very, very sharp and aggressive, and it makes me think it's coming back or waiting on this 50-day moving average to ride up a little bit. But there's no chart here, and this is a very non-bearish structure. It may consolidate a little bit, but I think eventually it's going to sweep back up. If not there, then down here somewhere. Okay? But eventually it's going to go. This chart looks really, really good compared to most. Oh, my God. I'm exhausted. Holy crap. That was a wild hour. That was so many drinks. Whew. Y'all got me sweating. Shoo. Colonel Taylor, look how much of the bottle I knocked down. Whoops. Been saving it, so I'm glad. We had a bunch of donations coming tonight. I'm not exactly sure how much. Google will tell me. But I'll get in touch with Miss Beverly here soon. I'd like to get her the money sent by the end of the year so that we can do some good over there in Louthsmith with it. Thank you all for coming, dude. We had roughly 90 people on here the whole stream, which is super duper awesome. I appreciate every single one of you that come on here. Seriously, it's not possible without people who care showing up. I know it's midnight East Coast. It's adult hours, and I know it's late, and I know we could have double the people if I did this at 7 p.m. But I've got a family just like all of you do. I'm a working stiff just like all the rest of you, okay? I'm not special. I'm not. And I know just like all the rest of you, the average working person, we want out, okay? So this is the average working person hours, okay? Late when the kids are in bed, we're all adults here, we're all watching charts together. I'm happy to be taking the journey with all of you. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all chose to be right here with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, seriously. Like, it makes me emotional. Thank y'all, man. Sky's the limit, man. Y'all be good. See y'all on the next one. Peace.